Growing up in Harlem has been a village for Ajani.
Harlem is, the basketball community of the world. Just in New York City, there's not many football fields.
I always wanted to play football, and I was a bigger kid, so, I always felt like I'd be good at that.
And so when he was old enough, we brought him to Harlem Jets.
All right, guys, we've got...
She actually had a friend who coached over at the Harlem Jets. She got me in there. I fell in love with the game almost immediately.
Coach is gonna do the majority of the talking.
Harlem Jets, what it embodies is a sort of safe haven for our kids to kind of grow organically in every way, athletically, academically, socially.
As students, you should be responsible. You should be...
Ajani was an amazing young man. I knew he would do something special, but I think he has to be to put it mildly, he's exceeded all of our expectations.
Playing with the Harlem Jets taught me hard work and discipline, and I'm just grateful to that whole organization for everything that they gave me, especially, an opportunity to play football in New York.
As an 8th grader, he was heavily recruited by various high schools.
Honestly, if you want to get recruited seriously for football in New York, Catholic school is the best way to go. And I ended up going to Archbishop Stepinac out of White Plains, New York.
It was an adjustment because he'd always go to school like 15 minutes away.
Me and my friends, we had to take an hour-and-a-half ride every morning. It would be 2 buses, 2 trains.
His alarm would go off at 5:45 a.m. It wasn't a chore to get him up. He was motivated to go.
And to deal with it every day for 4 years. That's determination.
I wasn't highly recruited coming out of high school, but I knew I wanted to continue playing football as long as I could. I had 7 FCS offers. I ended up finding a home in Rhode Island.
Coming out of Stepinac, he was awarded the best offensive lineman in New York State. So I figured that he would be successful no matter where he went.
I had 2 great seasons there, and I felt like I could play at a higher level of competition. So I decided to put my name in the portal.
Our personnel staff does a really good job of looking, across the nation for players that can make an impact for us.
As soon as you started to watch the film, it was clear this might be like literally the best offensive lineman in college football, but he just happens to be at a D1AA.
Obviously, Eugene, Oregon's not the closest thing to New York, right? But once we got his family out here and him out here to see this place, I think the rest took off from there.
When I came here, I was able to connect with Coach Dan Lanning, and he was amazing, and it just felt like home.
Moving across the country was probably a hard transition for him, but he's still able to get back home, and the things he's able to do for his community is tremendous.
My family has just always been super involved with the community. My mom and dad, they've always told me to give back, and we wanted to just do a little event for the kids back in Harlem.
How you feeling, man? What up, dog?
It was a coming home for him to see these young people doing the same thing that he did, in the same place that he did it, wearing the same uniform that he wore.
Hey, we taking a picture.
Johnny was that young person. It's incredible, right?
There's gonna be a lot of doubt sometimes, bro, especially where we come from. If you want to make it in football, but you always believe in yourself. Always work hard, and you can achieve any goal you set out to do.
Now these young people are able to see you can come from Harlem, and you too can aspire to be like Ajani.
From Harlem, New York, Ajani Cornelius.
Growing up in Harlem, New York, I would have never even thought about being all the way out here in Eugene, Oregon. But honestly, it's truly a blessing. And I'm thankful for everybody who helped me along the way and motivated me. Just so thankful to them.